This isn't a great angle. Oh god. Working mom stuff, incredibly difficult. Oh jeez. Just like mental health in general. No. Wow. So cool. I'm really proud of these. Alright, let me get out of my neighborhood and then I'll start chatting. It's been a minute. I have taken footage but not done anything with it because I haven't found time to edit, because that piece is what takes the most time, is the editing. And so I've just been stockpiling this footage and then not doing anything with it. And it's been a long time since I posted a video. Our daughter is now 16 months old, and I think the last video I posted was before we had her. So that's quite a long time. Yeah. He's a good boy. Since then, I still watch a ton of YouTube. I found a lot of new people to follow. I always feel very motivated to make videos, but it's just the time commitments and everything else that I have on my plate. I'm like, I don't know if, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna make an effort because I really miss making videos. Try and see what happens. This isn't a great angle anyways, but you guys are used to that when we're driving in the car. That's okay. Right now I am heading to pottery class. So this is something that I started postpartum. I had mentioned on a whim to Noah, I was just like, you know, ceramics would be really fun to try. As a surprise, he set up a class for me to go to. And oh my gosh, pottery has just become such a good stress reliever for me. The nice thing about pottery is you are completely focused just on that. Like, your mind really can't wander too much. You have to be really intentional and present. That has been really helpful for me so that my mind can't wander, can't feel extra anxious about anything. What else? Oh, should I say the date? It's December 31st, so it's New Year's. I'm savoring pumpkin spice lattes before they go away. Let's see. Yeah, a little better. Yeah, that's better. Oh god. I came back to work from maternity leave in February, so I think that was 5 months with our daughter. Been back at work since. I got promoted. I was a data manager for our team, and now I'm a team lead. It's a role that I've been really excited about for a long time and have been hoping to go into. I've been at my job for 6 years now, so I'm one of the 6 or 7 years. It'll be 7 years in 2023. I'm one of the most senior people on our team, so I have functioned and had the responsibilities of a team lead. So the transition has not been very difficult at all, because a lot of my coworkers will come to me with questions or advice or venting. It's been good. I feel very supported in my role as a team lead and as a mom. Our team is made up of quite a few parents, so I have felt very fortunate that I have a large group of people to lean on. So beneficial to be able to just talk about working mom stuff, because it's incredibly difficult. It is so difficult balancing work and home, and it's one of those things where you knew it was always hard. Like, nobody's surprised. I think it's a lot like maybe like the newborn stage. It's very similar, where people, I don't know, romanticize the idea And it's hard. It's so hard. Oh, geez. Very lucky to work with a group of people that I do. That's why I've stayed for so long at the job. I've noticed with turnover and with people in other industries too, it seems like everyone seems to switch jobs every, I don't know, I would almost say every year and a half, 2 years. Noah and I have never really been that way. It's crazy because over time, you end up losing some people that you really enjoyed working with. You're like, oh man, like nobody's gonna be as good as they were. Over the years, the people that we've gotten have been better and better. So I still just really appreciate the group of people that we're surrounded by. Once I was promoted, I was like, huh. I was like, this is what I've been working for years. So I think it's just taking that responsibility really serious. And I've been thinking a lot lately about how to best support the people on my team, and if there's things that we can do to ensure a good work-life balance, trying to manage stress, trying to manage the pressures of working with the public and also working in like a healthcare environment. It's been hard on all of the healthcare workers throughout the last couple of years. It's been weighing on me a lot because the data managers are separate from the patient interactions. We hear from word of mouth what is going on the patient side. We have a lot of very dedicated and strong coordinators that are really being tested. One thing that I will not tolerate is disrespect from anybody. It's really important to me that our coordinators are supported, having those tough conversations and setting boundaries, but then also knowing that they're going to be supported by the team leads, by management, by our providers. Because there's just some behavior that should not be tolerated ever. Our coordinators go above and beyond for our patients, so that's definitely something that I feel very passionately about. And just like mental health in general, it's been such a big thing for me the last couple of years. Starting therapy, I also started medication when I was pregnant with Ellie. My anxiety was so bad that it was detrimental to me in every way. It was awful. I kind of hit a turning point where I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be like this anymore. I started medication. That has been a huge, huge help. Life is, don't get me wrong, life is really hard. As a parent, it's very difficult, but it's a lot easier than it would have been had I not started medication when I did, rather than waiting until postpartum and then really hitting a low in order to seek help with medication. Because I know that that happens with people, because there's a real hesitancy to start medication, and I understand because I was definitely there when I was considering starting medication. I was so scared and so worried. As soon as I took, that first dose, I was like, this is going to be different for me. Life is going to be different for me now. And I really wasn't sure, I really wasn't sure what that was going to look like. Things are a lot simpler. I'm able to regulate my emotions a lot better. I'm not as reactive, which in general I've gotten much better about that over the years as I've gotten older and realized that like certain behaviors are just not appropriate. It's been super helpful. So I don't remember how I got on this tangent. We are almost to pottery. I'm probably like 10 minutes away. Karen, who runs the studio, has said before that we're always welcome to film. That's really nice. And oh my gosh, the class that I go to, apparently I started going to like the kids class. So when I go is when all the kids are there. So we have middle school and like early high school, like freshman, sophomore level. And it's just so interesting because I feel so old. I'm 30, almost 31, and these kids, oh my gosh, just talking to them about school and about their plans for the future and all of that. I don't know, I really enjoy it. I think it's great. I love talking to them and asking their perspectives, because that generation is very different, but it's not different in a bad way. I feel like people spend a lot of time hammering on about how the next generation is not sturdy enough, not bootstrappy enough, not self-sufficient enough, not patient enough. Like, all these things they really get ragged on, and I just don't see that. Goodness gracious. But with talking with the next generation of kids, I have a lot of hope. I think that they are much more patient and understanding of different people. And of course, these are all kids that are choosing to go to an art class, so you're going to get a certain group of people in general just by just the environment, but they seem good. It sounds crazy, but like I have hope that their generation and the coming generations are going to be the ones that figure things out, help us navigate some of these world issues that we've had for forever. It's just nice, like, it's refreshing. There's some parents that are there too, and they're all really nice and they're great to talk to as well. There's one lady in particular that I really enjoy talking with. It's just a good time. It's so relaxing. It's so welcoming. Everyone's really supportive. I've been doing it for quite some time now, so when new people come in, I can like kind of help with getting whatever supplies that they need, and then also help them with making their pieces if they're getting a little I feel like people really get frustrated at themselves. They expect to be perfect from the get, and it's like, that's just not how it is. And I am here, I'm gonna park, and then we're gonna get some pottery, friends. We're here. Let's get
ruined the plate.
No, you can fix it.
The wire. But she might be able to fix it.
I did that to something too, and sometimes you can like patch it up. So I don't think all hope is lost.
It's just such a thin, flat plate.
Make another one.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did the same thing at home the other day. I have like a little wheel from Amazon, and I had something that I left on it for too long, and when I tried to put the wire underneath it, it did the same thing where it like caught and then pulled up on the bottom. So I have a hole in that now.
Yeah.
Try and patch it.
I could kind of see it like underneath the clay.
Oh,
the end.
See it come through the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who knew it was so hard to get that to go flat?
Yeah, I haven't done plates yet, but I'm curious to see how different or similar it is.
Pull towards your hand. Let's go. I'm going to go ahead and clean all that because it bumps your hand up, and so I'm just going to peel it off. Looks good though. Almost. So.
Can't really see. That's okay. I wanted to show you some of the other pottery pieces that I've done. I started doing this particular technique where I marbled the clay a couple of months ago, and I really like how it turns out, so I wanted to show you a couple of my other pieces. It might be a little crooked. Let me see. Okay. So, this one is really cool. It is marbled, but then the glaze that I put on it is a little bit of a speckle to it, so it reminds me a lot of like a cappuccino. Oh, I got this Lazy Susan so I could like spin things so you guys could see all the different angles. Wow. So this one's really small, and then I did the same thing on this one. So it was either the glaze or one of the clays that I used to marble had speckles in it. I can't remember for sure, but it's so pretty. There we go. So that's how it looks. It's so pretty. Yeah, it just looks like a latte or a cappuccino or something. It's so pretty. That piece is really cool. And the inside looks like that. It's the bottom. This one has a little foot on it. This ledge right here is called a foot. So this is that one. So that's that one. So it must have been a speckled clay because I think I did this one and then those other two that I showed you at the same time. And then this one is a matte. I don't remember if I marbled this one. I kind of don't think that I did. It must have been a speckled clay with a matte glaze on it, but it's so cool. This looks exactly like a, oh God, what was it? A Java chip frappuccino. That's exactly what it looks like. Wow, so cool. This one has a lot of the dark clay in it with very little of the light clay. That's what it looks like. And then this one has a big foot on it. And after I was done making it on the wheel, I came back and I trimmed quite a bit out of it. That's why it has such a heavy foot, because I had so much clay left on like the bottom half. So that's how that one looks. So cool. I keep saying that. I'm really proud of these. I think that's why. This one is just that very dark clay. I may have done marbling on this one too, but I didn't etch it out. So basically you marble the clay and then you come back later and you scrape off the top layer so it shows the marbling. I think I must have did it with this piece because you can kind of see there's like a bit of another color of clay there, and then there's a little bit, like you can tell there's like a little mixture of some different clays in there. But yeah, I don't think I trimmed it after. It reminds me of like coffee grounds or something. This one is another little guy. Oops, let's focus. There we go. So this also has a little foot on it, and the marbling on this one turned out so cool. It just, like, oh my gosh, that just looks so cool. Somebody said from pottery that it looks like wood grain. I love how that looks. Oh, my battery's dying. We're gonna try and go through the last one quickly. And then this one has very distinct marbling. Like that. And then this one is one of the larger ones, which is nice to make a little bit bigger pieces. That's everything. So these are the pieces that I'm most proud of from my pottery experience thus far. It would be nice to sell some of these because I'm just getting a mishmash of a ton of different little bowls and stuff at the house. Yeah, that's my pottery. Bruce is coming. Oh, am I blurred? Probably was blurry. Hi, Bruce. Yeah. So I'm going to close out this video before my battery dies. Make sure you're focused on me. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. I hope that you guys are doing well and you're taking care of yourself and the people that you care about most. Happy New Year. I hope you all have a good 2023 and I will see you on the next one. Bye.